Do you remember these? 10 CDs for a penny, 5 DVDs for 49 cents. Today on Walking and Talking with Corey, we're talking about Columbia House, BMG, those music subscription services that were giving you all your Boston and Tom Petty's greatest hits and Journey's greatest hits for just a penny. Technology is moving at such a breakneck speed these days that things from childhood are sort of becoming irrelevant. iPods, paper maps, phone booths, Steven Seagal, and getting a boatload of movies and music at an absurdly low price that seemed like a good deal at the time until your teenage mind realized that if it's too good to be true, it probably is. It wasn't just a clever saying. And now you're stuck buying overpriced CDs to fulfill your obligation to buy 12 at a regular price. So you go over to your great-grandma's house and mow her lawn twice as much as you probably should because she's sweet and pays well. And you need that money because now you're a teenager in debt to a company that makes it impossible to cancel a membership. All that to say, Columbia House, yes, is shutting down. And you might be saying, didn't they already shut down? And yeah, kind of. They filed for bankruptcy several times and started focusing on DVDs and Blu-rays, things like that. September 15th, they will not be accepting any more orders. So if you were getting your physical media from Columbia House still, I don't know what you're going to do. Where do you get physical media these days? Columbia House was actually founded in 1955, and what they were doing was pretty revolutionary at the time, if you think about it. They were offering, people the chance that lived outside of cities, rural areas, to order their music, their records, and have them delivered straight to their home. And of course, those deep discounts, those CDs for a penny, were dangled like a carrot as long as the donkey customers kept pulling the cart and ordering a minimum number of fully priced records, CDs, tapes within the first 12 months. And as with society in general, I believe it all peaked in the 1990s. There were more than 16 million customers, and they accounted for about 15% of CD sales in America. But they hung on as long as they could, if I could borrow from another 90s staple. They were the lady on the mountain in the beginning of Cliffhanger, Sarah. She had no business being there. She wasn't a climber. Columbia House had no business being in the digital age, but they hung on as long as they could. We, the customers, and Sylvester Stallone, all hung on as long as we could. So rest in peace, Columbia House, 1955 to 2026. It's a good run. It's a good run. One more casualty of the feudal fight for our formative years. Gone.